Hello everyone and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be covering a simple trick to read faster. And this is a common question I get whenever I tell people I teach speed reading and memorization techniques. One of the questions related to reading is, well, what's the easiest way to start reading faster or the quickest way? And that's what we're going to be covering in the video. But to figure out if this trick actually works, we need to first get a baseline. What is your current reading speed? And then we'll try the strategy and see if it helps you improve. So let's figure out how fast you currently read. On the next slide, you're going to see a passage pop up. I'd like you to enlarge your window as widely as you can, vertically and horizontally, so that when the passage appears on your screen, you can easily read the text. So you need to have your window maximized, have this video maximized. Now, how fast do I want you to read? I want you to go at your normal reading speed. Don't go faster than usual or slower than usual. Read for good comprehension. And we're only going to read for a minute to begin with. And then we'll figure out your speed from there. Also, while you're reading, you'll see a bunch of numbers on the right-hand margin. Those numbers will help you figure out your speed later on when we're done. But we're only going to read for a minute. Also, while you're reading, I will disable my webcam. Goodbye. I'll re-enable it later on. But I just want you to read the way you normally would. So the article is going to appear on the screen here. Go ahead and begin reading. Okay, take a look at the line where you stopped. That was 1 minute of reading, and figure out what your speed was. Again, these numbers will tell you how many words are up to the end of that line. So if you finish the first 3 paragraphs, that would be 339. If you finish the first 2 paragraphs, that's 229. And of course, you can be very precise here if you wanted to be. So again, these numbers tell you how many words are to the end of that line. So what's the average? Average reading speed is 150 to 250. That's based on material that's kind of medium level in terms of difficulty. Not too easy, not too hard. Something like this. This is not a children's book, and it's also not advanced level physics. So that's the average. By the way, this average does not take into account education level. For college educated adults, it's 200 to 300, a little bit faster, which I guess would be expected. So what is this strategy? What is the simplest way we could start reading faster? The idea is to inspect what you read. And that just means get familiar with it before you start reading it. And there's a simple way to do this. If you're reading something with like headings and subheadings, you read the headings, subheadings, introduction, conclusion, or you might read the first sentence of each paragraph. Depends on how the material is outlined. We're going to inspect some material right now and see if it gives you a boost in your speed. So if you had this one-page article to inspect, how do we do it? Well, first, of course, we read the title, 3 Strategies for Prioritizing Tasks. And then what I do is I would inspect by reading all the stuff you see in the box. Basically, everything in the red box are things that are popping off the page, right? You could easily isolate that. So we read that first as part of our inspection. So we'll do that together. In the red box here we see, if you chase 2 rabbits, both will escape. And then you see, number 1, reduce your tasks. Number 2, choose the task that excites you. Number 3, single task. Okay, we have an idea what this is going to be about. Let's go ahead and read it now. And guess what's going to happen? You will probably get a natural boost in your reading speed. And by the way, this is an apples to apples comparison because what we have here is a passage from the same author, Leo Babauta. This is from the book Focus, A Simplicity Manifesto in the Age of Distraction. We have an idea what this is going to be about. Let's just pick up our details and read this confidently. Now, to measure your speed, here's what we're going to do. You see the time table and the words per minute table and the timer up here. When I ask you to start reading, this timer is going to start counting up and ticking away. Now, it's very important that when you're done reading this passage, you look at what your time is in the top right-hand corner here. So if you finished in a minute, that would be 359 words per minute. If you finished in a minute and 10 seconds, that would be 308. So figure out what your speed is based on the time it took. And all these numbers are based on 359. That is the number of words you are about to read, and that's not counting the text you already read. So it's not counting these words. You already read everything in the red boxes. So there's 359 words. That's why if you read it in 1 minute, it would be 359 words per minute. So keep track of your time, and I want you to read this confidently because you know what it's going to be about in general. And I'm not going to give you more than 2 minutes. Why? Because honestly, this article is not worth more than 2 minutes of your time. I have a feeling you're probably going to finish it earlier than that. So very important you make sure you keep track of your time and then figure out your speed. So let's go ahead and begin. Ready, set, and go. Okay, that's 2 minutes, so let me go ahead and stop you. I think a lot of you may have already finished quite a while ago. Now, here's the thing. If you found yourself going faster, great. Actually, you can enter your initial and ending speed in the comments. And of course, that speed is based on your time. So take a look at how much time it took you to go through that. And here's the thing. If you found yourself reading faster, it's mainly because we inspected the material first. This is a simple thing to do, but most people don't do it. Most people just read something beginning to end. And this is an apples to apples comparison because this is from the same author, from the same book. It's just in a different chapter, but these passages can be read more quickly, or these books that we're going through can be read more quickly if we inspect the material. Now, you might be, that's also why we have the success baby slide here. This kid has been an internet meme for a few years now. I just want you to enter your initial and ending speed in the comments. I'm curious to know, did you read faster? And what was your starting point? What was your ending point? And all we did was inspect the material. What now? Well, there are additional things you could do. There are a lot of different drills and exercises that you can do to continue improving not only speed, but comprehension and your memory. So if you're interested in a follow-up training, some additional training, we set it up just for viewers of the video here, irisreading.com/tube. That's where you can find that if you want to continue. And here's my contact information. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch. It's just paul@irisreading.com. You're also welcome to connect with me on LinkedIn if you like, through the link you see right over here. Just let me know when you send the request to connect that you've watched one of these videos. And I want to thank everyone for attending. I hope you found this particular video very helpful. I just wanted to go over something very, very quick that has an immediate impact. And I hope it had some sort of an impact. Again, let me know in the comments. You can also post your questions in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want additional content related to speed reading, comprehension, memorization, and just really tips on learning how to learn. So thank you so much for checking out this video, and have a great rest of the day. Take care.